Hello, YouTube, and welcome back into some Let's Play Civilization 6. We are, I don't know, it feels sloppy. I don't know what it is about this beginning. It feels bad missing that golden age, and maybe that's just setting a tone for this whole thing. M1A1, dude, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome back for 26 months. So good to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing, dude? It's been a while. I guess it hasn't been that long. You're around. But what's going on? How are you? Confound my religion. I just don't see the benefit right now. We'll see in the long run. We may found at this age yet. Would I build a +0 or +1 theater square for the sake of culture in a science game? Not generally. If you're going, like, you should build some theater squares in a science game, but you should try to build good ones, right? Like, you should try to get theater squares that don't just totally suck. And unfortunately, a +0 or +1 theater square pretty much sucks. You can still get the buildings. It can still do what you want it to do, which is get you culture. But otherwise, try to get good ones, because you're still going to want some wonders in those games.
Ваши люди жаждут познания и красоты, но вы гнушаетесь наукой и искусством. От чего же?
The Lord made us all.
Okay, we do want our next governor promotion fairly quickly here. We'll have one in 2 turns. So that's a thing. This opens up my pyramids potential. Don't think we're getting Machu. It's way late in the game, but still. We can maybe sidle over towards it and see how it goes. Hello, Victory Adjacent. I like that name. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't want your truffles, but I do like your money. Pretty happy to trade that. It's a lot of gold per turn. Heh. So there goes Machu. Did I see him building it? No. Okay. It's fine. More good land up there to settle, potentially. I'm gonna team them up, I think. Forest fire. Uh-oh. Ooh. All right. Burninating the countryside. Maybe Sagador. We'll see. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do the Soothsayer stuff. Actually, we should be able to do this now. So here's our levy. This is good to do now before they upgrade these into swords. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and get our Soothsayer. Very, very expensive early on. 4 gold per turn maintenance. And that is quite a lot. Soothsayer is unique to the Apocalypse mode, which we are playing. We currently have the Appease the Gods event going on. We only have 5 more turns to do it, but if we sacrifice enough units, we can win this, get another free Soothsayer. We can use them to start disasters and do other various things. Their promotions can be pretty good. We're going to go after Settler Spam now. Still happy in Oligarchy for the time being. We don't need land surveyors right now. We're just going to go colonization for settlers, and that looks right. My a proponent of Magnus hopping in a chop heavy map like this. I mean, I don't know how chop heavy this map actually is, but in a chop heavy map, I mean, certain parts of it are certainly. But yes, Magnus hopping, using him to chop out stuff, chop out wonders, chop out all sorts of things. Definitely a good idea. Do I start fires for yields in future cities, and why not? Yeah, I'm happy to settle or start some forest fires or get some disasters going for future settles. It's fun. Tile yields are fun. Here's our other one. So we're going to grab the forestry management. So +1 appeal and 2 gold from unimproved tiles in our Magnus city, which gives me some Earth Goddess shenanigans as well as a bunch of gold. This city's working on their granary. They have some food so that we're trying to grow into these good tiles. We're getting there. Definitely getting there. But lots of nice gold now. Sorry, Fires and Apocalypse mode thing. It's one of the new disasters with the most recent patch. But the forest fires can happen in non-apocalypse mode as well. But having soothsayers is an apocalypse mode thing. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do this because I only have 4 turns left now. This is the volcano we would want to meet at, I think. Okay.
Sometimes
Yay, Abba. Be safe out there, okay? Proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, 3 turns left. Oh. Welcome to the world of levying. This is why I absolutely detest levying in this game. We just suzerained them to try to finish this by sacrificing their units to the gods, and then Germany came in and decided that they would be better spent for Germany. So all of that money that we spent is gone now, and we get no utility out of that. So that's unfortunate. Let's get that. So no appease the gods for us based on that interaction. There was our other last era score. Only 7 shy now, though, of a golden. Hey, Almighty Manatee, how's it going? So 10 turns on the era. Ethiopia's next month, Berger. So this is useless now. I can go set some disasters. Where do I want these cities to go? Like I said, I think I want to pressure Coupe a bit. Or at least stop him from forward settling me to, just willy-nilly. So perhaps over this direction. All right, this is over yonder. Let's try to get that taken care of then. Can still pop my religion this era. Why do we have a heavy chariot? Because these meteor sites give you one. And we got one up here. It's actually been quite useful. Ooh, that's also useful. So we're going to lose out on the gold on some of these. I do want the feudalism boost, so I think I'm just going to make some farms here. Again, I'm not really interested in improving the Vesuvius tiles too much. I may want to buy them that tobacco. So I'm happy to give up some of this gold and give them farms and try to get that. Test of Time Challenge is our deity marathon. It's been going on since last year. We're almost done with it, actually. Just kind of an excuse to play all the different civs on deity level and have some fun with it. Why wait to found the religion? There's really no benefit to founding it right now other than maybe grabbing some beliefs that could be gone. So like lay ministry and missionary zeal have gone. They're still unlocked. But there isn't really that much of a benefit unless we want something like tithe, which could be 6 gold per turn. But also it gives me the option of getting new cities, getting new holy sites, and spreading my religion for free. And then it also gives the option of era score, right? Like founding my religion is era score. So lots of reasons to wait.
Defense.
I could keep going with the gold thing. Hey, Jay. That's a good question. Are there any civs that you played with during the Test of Time challenge that you enjoyed more than expected or were surprised at when playing? I think my answer for that will be what's her butt? Eleanor of France. This ability was surprisingly good. We were able to steal some cities just kind of for free, just for kind of existing. And that's a very, very powerful ability to get to work. So I would say Eleanor was my shocker of a civ. I think I come up here for the harbor. More seaside resorts as well. Which means eventually I want to get up here. I didn't fall in love with Spain. Is Eleanor rising 50 places in my rankings? Certainly not, no. Exactly, Violet. French Eleanor. She did it. Maybe Jebel could be a thing. We'll see. I'm going to grab Amani. I've been finding that the AIs are sending out their envoys very, very quickly. So if you're going to grab any era score from early suzerains, you really need Amani for it. And so I think that's fine. That's going to get us to 51 era score. We're getting very, very close to a golden here. Although it could be argued that we are also very, very close to a golden last stage. Yeah, religion can finish it if we need it. We can also just see what else we stumble into. Murphy, happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, perhaps. The question is, since I started TOTS, there have been many new updates and even DLC. Does that perhaps skew the data a little bit after it's all said and done, reviewing what was done? Yeah, but I mean, I don't... the only solutions there are to do the marathon faster. Okay. So that's not a surprise to me that is something we should do and potentially an option. Actually, do I like? But yeah, I mean, sure, it skews the data, but I still think there's a lot to glean from the data itself, right? Like, so sure, while some things have changed, we'll keep it in mind. We'll even note it. But I think the data is still valuable, personally. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we certainly didn't know that all that stuff was going to come out, and I'm not going to complain about the fact that it has. By the way, Reyna kicked in. We have Earth Goddess on all these, so really nice tiles. We just want to grow into them. Repair wheat. Yeah, we're going to get builders once the next era begins. Zero tiles gain fertility. Yeah, Volcano's not super good about gaining fertility, huh? There goes the Jeb.
I don't underrate the
That's one that we talked about earlier. I really like Jeb in a lot of games, although I think we're skewing more towards Diplo than Culture, so it's not as useful as it might normally be. But yeah, very contested wonders. You said you've been to Croatia. What cities did I visit? We stayed in Dubrovnik for about a week or so. Did some day trips and stuff. Went into like Mostar. We went into like Bosnia. Didn't visit too many other places in Croatia. Mostly just hung out in Dubrovnik. As it turns out, when you're staying within castle walls in an amazing, beautiful town, you don't really need to leave. We were just very happy chilling in Dubrovnik. Meteor site next to Soothsayer. Yeah, that's true. Let's grab it, I suppose. Yeah, Dubrovnik is awesome. Why Croatia? We went to Croatia. I went with my ex-girlfriend and her family. They travel a lot, and so they had been to a lot of other places, and therefore, that was just kind of like at their list at that point, or on their list at that point. But it was really fun because Dubrovnik is where they shot King's Landing for Game of Thrones. And so when we were there, it was very, very early days. It was probably like season 2 or maybe season 3 of it. So we got to do like Game of Thrones tours throughout the city. And it was like, that's where this happened. I was going to say a thing, but spoilers. And that's where this happened. And that's where this happened. And so it was very, very fun. Did we get a direct flight? No, we flew into Germany somewhere. Where did we fly into? Somewhere in Germany. Didn't we know the volcano? I think the Soothsayer can. I think it's just a low chance. I think it was Frankfurt. I think it was Frankfurt, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Frankfurt that we flew into. And I got the word like the cappuccino and sausage I had, which is a weird combination, but it was, who knows what time of day it was when we were there. But the cappuccino and the sausage that I got there, like at the airport, among the best I've ever had in my life. Like, so good. So good. Don't know why. I would have stayed at the airport and just dined. Tamek, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, I think it was. What are we doing here? I'm distracted talking about Croatia. Separately good or together good? Mostly separately good. Mostly separately. Like where we're at there. Civ Architect, hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome into you and yours. What's up? I spelled it wrong. The Civ Architect. Haha, there we go. Thank you, buddy. How you doing? What's happening? Welcome into you and yours. I am the game mechanic. And we're playing some Civ here. I think I want this +4 holy site. This would have been my Jebel spot, but it is now gone. I don't mind this being their first district. Enjoy, dude. Thank you so much. Thanks for the raid, and welcome into you and yours. Much appreciate. Yeah, I guess what we know now is that we just need to start forest fires with this. And that's fine. You randomly had really good Eggs Benedict? Nice. Wow. Can I have this Russia seed, please?
From the void and formless.
Can we look at that? It's so good. God dang it here. That's a pretty nice Russia seed. All right, that's one of the era score we need. Now we only need 2, which we're going to get from this suzerain in 3 turns. So that should be fine. Thanks. Thank you so much. Just pass by to say I love you and keep up the good work. I love you back. Didn't expect that. Why so many holy sites when going Diplo? It's more about just getting, like, we're not even in Diplo mode. We're in expansion mode. And so I think getting a +4 holy site not only gives me another city with my religion, but gives me some decent faith per turn to hopefully take advantage of. Thanks, Chimera. I'll keep that in mind. Nope, you have that. I think Dido was the best, and we're also not friendly, so that seems good. Chimera says, now's the perfect time to cosplay as Eleanor. I bet you could pull off a nice braid. To which I say, lovingly, I hope. Switch any policies? No. If GM cosplayed as Eleanor, I'd flip too. That's a great sentence. That's pretty glorious. Not working these, obviously, but pretty happy to trade. Can I trade with... No. Fine. Hi, Abed. Bye, Thalia. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out. I hope all is well in your world. It's good to see you as always. Oh my God, can you stop it with the barbarians being mean? They're too mean. And I also think that the more holy sites you get, the more pagodas you get. Like, that's a good reason to go with holy sites first. And I think that'll work out for us. What's my opinion on the state of the Diplo victory? I think it needs some love, but it's got some love in the most recent patch. So I need to try it before like reassessing my take on it. But it does need some love. It's a little like, what I don't like about it is you just don't have that much control over it. And I think that makes for not great compelling gameplay, right? Like if you're just sitting around waiting for stuff to happen, which you can feel like you get into that jam a lot in Diplo games. It's just not. It's not that compelling to me. To me.
Hope you're well, GM and all.
Jerksies, dude, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome back for 17 months. I really appreciate that support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, as I said, I think one of the things that I would really, really enjoy seeing, and it may be a part, and we may be getting this already, but if the next district is something like an embassy, like an actual embassy building or district, and it has like spy, like it could be a spy, like a Diplo spy training area or something. Like if it allowed you to control which which resolutions were coming up in your Congress, I think it would be a lot more fun because the World Congress would feel like it actually matters. So I think that would be really cool. I'm not saying that's happening, but we know we're getting a new district, and maybe it is that. Right? It'd be pretty sweet. Another meteor? Really? This is kind of crazy, actually. So there is our suzerain ship of Hong Kong. Find a little bit more, even more land. I suppose I should just grab that. I'll grab it in a minute. Thinking about this campus. Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, we're going to fall too behind on like important economies. I just want to get away from that thing. But we have our Golden Age secured. That is a good thing. We have 3 turns left on the era. We'll eventually get walls. By the way, if a meteor hits a tile with a unit, it does no damage to the unit. That's good to know. That could be cool too, Professor Monkeys. Yeah, it is. I know. Well, we're about to have 4. We're about to finish our 5th. Yeah, it's certainly a slow go. That happens when you pick this government, though. Government building. I'll just go right there. You just start with this tile. So many chariots. So many meteors that we're practically waltzing into a night rush here. Oh, we should actively not circumnavigate here. That's super troll. All right, last turn of the era. He ran away with his horse. We don't have to clear that this turn now, which is great. I think I'll wait to settle this stuff too, right? There's really no harm in waiting 1 turn. Friend Dido, nice idea. Yes, please. I don't need the religion now. We're at the end of the era. Maybe in the next era. Maybe when this holy site's done. I'm not sure yet. We'll get there. Could take suzerain there. We could start next era with it. So close. Kind of playing with fire with this move, but that's okay. Okay, we finally hit a golden, which is great. I don't think there are a ton of great. There are just certain things you have to do for a Diplo victory. There are. I mean, getting a religion, sure, that's a strategy, whatever. But Diplo, I don't really know how to quantify a Diplo strategy. Can you not? But we get to pick monumentality here and start to turn this faith into something more useful, including more cities and builders and all of that good stuff. So we'll certainly start with monumentality here. I will wait to feudalism to mass buy any sort of builders. That one tile may give me the circumnavigate, which we're pretty interested in doing now. Okay, first Congress. Speaking of Diplo stuff, so this becomes increasingly important. If you lose any resolutions in your first few Congress here, you can really drag out these games, which is why I'm not like a huge fan. This should be fairly easy to win as a city center. The AI tends to want to go to this. And we should probably YOLO a combat strength boost rather than the Diplo favor condemn. The AI tends to not vote for this stuff alongside us, and if we want the best chance of winning 2 diplomatic victory points here, I think we should just kind of guess. And my guess is going to be Eastern Orthodoxy. Maybe Coupe, but he's got the most Diplo favor, so he probably stands to vote a bunch for it. And if we toss a couple in there alongside him, I think he'll win. And because I don't want to lose these resolutions, I think I'll just go 3 and 3. Probably don't need that third one, frankly. They almost always go city center. I don't want to take the chance of not having it, though. Let's just vote like this. I win! So we guessed correctly with Eastern Orthodoxy. We voted for it. And then everyone else just put in 1. Wow. So I guess whatever we would have voted here would have won, but they were all resolution A, so it was combat strength to all of them. I could have been able to vote against. And then city center here. Again, we pretty much decided it, although there would have been 2 votes, so we could have just put 1 in. So a little bit of a waste, but I'm happier securing those again, especially being that this is super early on in the game. And now that we're in a new era, we can settle our cities and get farms because I'm trying to get this feudalism boost. I'd like to start him with that, but let's just start with the monument. He cleared it. Oh, well. So circumnavigate would occur over this way. Just mine 9 more of those sessions to go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, chat voted for Diplo, so I should be open to it, right? Ideally. Okay, so yes, we want to vote yes on these things. We want to win them. So 2 aid requests this early is quite nice. Let's see. If we win, we can get 2 Diplo points here and 2 Diplo points here. and 2 Diplo points here. I don't know that we're going to be able to win them all. But if we can get 6 Diplo points out of this, are you kidding? I hope I don't have to commit more than the 1. They all pass. So we're going to have to pay a lot of attention to this and frankly probably commit a good bit of our gold. We can run projects that will send aid as well, but mostly these first few are about just gold. And we have a good amount of gold. We can just send it out. We can spam the projects, certainly. And we may do that as well, but we still have to expand. There's still a lot of things in this game that we need to do just to kind of get set up. Oh, now we have barbarian swords. Yeah, that's what I would probably do is just like wait 28 turns and then send out all the gold. I would like to build Mahabadi for 2 points. I don't have a spot for it right now, and we'll need to prioritize that later on. It may go too quickly for us, you know. Currency is going to be era score.
Wealth consists not.
Or not. What do we? Oh, we were already at ironworking. Never mind. Friendship with Germany. Double check how many people are competing. Wow. Me and Peter for that one. Got a bunch of competition here. How are you at minus 60? That's confusing. And he's at minus 60 here. So, yeah. All right. We'll come settle something over here. Again, I'm trying to not have him keep forward settling us. Terrible sentence. I'm sorry. So we'll go double positioned here. We have our defensive bonus. Oh yeah, we do. We have tradition. So that's fine. And then we'll get this guy to come help out as well. I'll bring over the archer too. Why not? Me fail English? That's impossible. So all of this faith. Better translated to builders than settlers, but we may do both. Like as soon as this city grows, because they're going to grow so quickly. Can religion be useful for Diplo? Yes. Hello, John Galt. Love Ralph Wiggum, indeed. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love Ralph? So we've grown here. We have the dedication to faith by the settler popping us back down, and then we grow again. This is my preferred method of expanding. When you have a faith economy, something like Earth Goddess and you know, a golden age to back it up. It's just very, very efficient. Like the growth does not matter 1 iota. They're still building stuff. Yeah, I prefer it. And then 4 turns till feudalism. At that point, we can start getting some builders here, repair our tiles, start chopping out the rest of these as well. Protestantism. Yeah, the archers I can't deal with. You get a double shake of the fist, Coupe. You jerk. How can religion be useful for Diplo? There is the pagoda now, which can give you a Diplo favor per turn. Okay, so that's a change to one of the religious worship buildings. So getting Diplo favor per turn is pretty nice. And then beyond that, there are some wonders that require you to found a religion that are quite useful for a Diplo victory, such as Mahabharati Temple, which gives you 2 victory points as well as some apostles and stuff. You have to have founded a religion, and we need woods next to it, holy site. Maybe I don't get this game, but having the option is quite nice. Other wonders. So like those are the big 2 benefits to it. Johnny K, thank you for the 1 year of support and welcome back into the shop. Thank you very, very much for being here. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So, I mean, I assume he's just going to settle and I'm going to be sad, but if not, I can snap settle that Mercury and I'll be pretty happy about that. You fool. Glad to trade strategics and iron and all that stuff. We're going to have to keep an eye on these competitions. Nerds. So I have to do that now. I would love to wait to feudalism to get the extra 2 charges on this builder. Obviously, I didn't really have that option. They'll probably go settle somewhere close by, but I'm pretty happy just grabbing Boston here. Come settle this, maybe? Seems okay. Does not seem too bad. Boston on the San Francisco Bay? Yeah. Well, as it goes. So once again, we grew to 2 very, very quickly. Happy to grab that one. We have 2 more settles coming down this way. It's probably all that we'll need. So that's 4, 6, 7 cities. This is 8. This is 9. Yeah, we're gonna be able to settle pretty much all the cities if we want to. I mean, I'll generate the diplomatic favor. I don't know that I'll be able to make good on that promise. Happy giving them a farm here, not necessarily for the growth, but the housing. I want to settle that whole area. It's very nice. Yep.
With the advance of feudal...
Okay. Got our friendships back. We have serfdom. Now, Los Angeles is not really a city that I'd want to do this growth crazy strategy in, where I'm like buying as soon as we ping up to 2, because they don't have a great food tile, right? Like the reason I can do that here is we have a 7 yield, including 5 food on this. So got to be a little bit careful about when and where you do those things, but they can be quite useful. Enjoying some homemade hot dogs, Chicago hot dogs. Nice. Hey, BB, how you doing? It's good to see you, man. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Brand. Appreciate you. That's very kind of you to say. Had an awesome birthday with stream and with chat. think I'm going to leave. I'm going to continue to leave Oligarchy in here. It doesn't matter. Like, we already have the building, so I'm not getting a different legacy card. So I really don't have an incentive to switch into Merchant, or not Merchant Republic, but Classic Republic. Also, where did my grid go? There it is. My hopes for this city would be to, you know, loyalty snag it. How's the competition going? I think the less we contribute to this now, the less the AI will feel like they have to react to me. Basically, 300 gold wins each at the moment, and 1 wins this. So hopefully, like that, if we can get 6 Diplo points here, we may be signing up for a very quick victory, which would be awesome. But all of that will be carried out in future videos because we have reached a point where we need to put a cut in here. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come say hi to us in person on the internet. Look forward to seeing you there. So long.